Welcome to the Gothic War on heroic difficulty with Iron Man and skip tutorial enabled. This is a blind playthrough, though full disclosure, I have actually played up to the Hand of Darkness just testing things out. Other than that, I have no sight. Prepare for glory.
For 10,000 years, the Imperium of Man has endured under the rule of the immortal Emperor. The worlds of man are scattered across the galaxy, threatened by savage aliens, heretics who defy the Emperor's will, and horrors lurking upon forgotten worlds. It is a time of endless war, selfless heroism, and blackest infamy.
I see fortresses in the stars. A circle of 6, but they sleep yet and must be awakened. Ride upon the storms of chaos. Gather your rivals around you. Send discord and terror throughout 1,000 worlds. Abaddon the Despoiler, War Master of Chaos. You speak in meaningless riddles. What are the fortresses in the stars? Answer me or die now! Stop this foolishness. I have consorted with creatures far more powerful than you. Speak, crone, but I will remember your insolence. Seek the Hand of Darkness. Take the Eye of Night. With these, the citadels will be yours to command. A chorus of 1 billion throats will cry your name in fear and hatred. The stars themselves will run red with blood. If you have the courage for it, War Master.
If what you say is true, Captain Spire, a vast Chaos fleet is massing for attack. Inquisitor Horst, are you sure of this man?
Maybe we should consider someone else.
Isn't this captain from a planet that rebelled against the Emperor's will?
Enough! His faith will be tested thoroughly.
Love the Emperor, for he is the salvation of mankind. Obey his words, for he will lead you into the light of the future. Honor his servants, for they speak his voice. Tremble before his majesty, for we all walk in his immortal shadow.
Let us begin. We needed to be certain. The enemy we face is no ordinary foe.
I understand.
You are to be promoted to the rank of Admiral and given command of a fleet.
I will not fail you, Inquisitor.
There is much to do and little time, Admiral Spire. I fear a storm coming to the Gothic sector. One we are not yet prepared to face.
And so, the Gothic War begins. Now let's see what we can start with our strategy. So, those cinematics leave out a bit of information or storytelling that was in the tutorial. Essentially, we are playing as Admiral Spire, formerly a captain who ended up discovering the massive Chaos Force led by Abaddon the Despoiler and managing to escape. So by skipping the tutorial and that small bit of story, I gained several advantages for Heroic, such as this ship, it doesn't have its ability set, so I can have the renown for myself. And I'm going to go ahead and replace it as a Dauntless instead of a Dauntless Mark II, so I have Lances instead of Torpedoes. I think the Lances, as well as the reduction in cost, just make the Dauntless Mark I far superior to the Mark II. I'm going to go with Supercharged Void Shield on both of them, because survivability is very useful. And Armor-Piercing Ammunition is going to be my go-to. And in the tutorial, you're actually forced to get a Navigator for this ship. And Navigators, I don't find they're worth it, ever, to be honest. So I'm getting a Master Gunner. And now we can start our first mission, with our ships set up as best as we can get them for now. Loading, loading, loading. And the tutorial actually continues into where we are now. And this mission is in the tutorial as one where you have 2 ships and 1 escort that are forced upon you. But by skipping the tutorial, I lose all the dialogue and stuff that was related to this mission, as well as the hand-holding, which is pretty nice. It's Imperials, Seditious Force. I'm going with Widowmakers over Destroyer just because of the view distance. I could probably actually beat this without the Widowmakers, but I don't really want to risk losing a ship stupidly. And the renown difference isn't too much. I'm probably going to be swimming in renown by the end of this if I'm playing my cards right. And, yeah, honestly, having a greater chance to actually destroy an enemy ship with, even though it's a very weak destroyer, the Widowmaker.
Awaiting orders. Course plotted. Ship ready. Helm coordinates acknowledged.
Okay, so this layout is not necessarily the best one.
Changing course.
And let's see. What I'd want to do is I want to engage this one ship off on the mini-map to the side and destroy it before there's any reinforcements.
Understood.
So for that,
All ahead full.
I'm actually going to speed up and hopefully get there. By hitting the boost, it means my ships can be seen by the enemy, even if the boost is turned off afterwards.
Cruising speed set.
However, that's not much of a benefit against the AI. It's a huge benefit against other players if you can see them first, but the AI cheats, so it knows location and what ships you have. This AI is not actually going into...
Setting course.
That looks like it is actually a Cobra. And the AI is killing itself for me. How wonderful.
Helm coordinates acknowledged. Changing course.
In this case, I'm perfectly fine just taking that for free. I would have preferred if it was actually a capital ship. But it looks like I'll be able to take this other cruiser for free as well.
Yes, Admiral.
And the escort ship is actually focusing on my escort, which is not necessarily the best thing for it.
Changing course.
Probably going after the weakest ship, so... Gonna go with Tactical Cogitator now. Going to want to destroy generators first, always.
Underway.
Your orders?
Your orders? Understood. Brace for impact.
Crap.
Setting course.
I'd brace for impact on the wrong one.
Yes, Admiral.
Okay, I'm gonna make you aggressive and frontal engage. Okay.
Initiate emergency repairs. Yes, Admiral.
Okay, did I use shield on both of them? No, I did not.
At your command. Engines to maximum.
I'm gonna try learning the hotkeys while I'm playing this, even though I've always been sort of a clicker, playing a bit lazily.
Helm coordinates acknowledged.
I don't know exactly how difficult this game will be for me,
Helm coordinates acknowledged.
because the AI can be pretty stupid, but heroic difficulty is probably going to give it waves and waves of
ship ready.
just help
Initiate
in the form of
emergency
extra
repairs.
ships to compensate for
Yes, Admiral.
it being sort of
Changing
lackluster
course.
in intelligence. Now this enemy ship has actually lost 2 guns but not a
Awaiting
shield,
orders.
even though I'm telling it to target for shield. Okay, and the
Orders
last
received.
escort is destroyed.
For the Emperor. Changing course. Your orders.
Okay, I can supercharge now. Unfortunately, his boarding got off
Course
fire.
Engines hot.
Okay.
Helm coordinates acknowledged. Cruising speed set. At your command. Setting course. Brace for impact. Underway.
Okay, I don't want the escort to get destroyed
orders.
because that can cause a loss of moral, but it looks like I don't have a choice. The fire's going to
ready.
do it for me.
Understood. Course plotted. Awaiting orders. Underway.
Okay, I'm actually going to want to get this guy out of the line of fire and get this guy
Setting
into it
course.
because this one still has a supercharged void shield.
At your command. Ship ready. Understood. Setting course.
Okay.
Awaiting orders. Course plotted. Understood.
Okay, generator's damaged.
Helm coordinates acknowledged. Cruising speed set. Cruising speed set.
Cruising speed set. Orders received.
Okay, I'm out of the blast zone with an almost flawless victory except for the escort being destroyed. But to live for the Emperor is better than for an escort to survive. To live and die for the Emperor is better for an escort ship. Well, it's certainly better for an escort ship to take serious and fatal damage than a capital ship. Oh dear. And now I have a huge amount of renown from that. And now the loading screens. I'm not sure if I'm going to actually keep talking while it loads. I could just remove that in post. Okay. Now I'm going to go to Port Maw and then upgrade and end my turn. Okay, I'm going to get my cruiser, and it's going to be a Dominator. I'm a full advocate of Nova Cannon spam. Plus, the Dominator has all of its macro weaponry is of the same type. Unlike the Tyrant, which... Well, actually, the Tyrant does have the same type. It's both macro. But Tyrant has torpedoes, which sort of suck. It also is only 3 points less than the Dominator, which has the Nova Cannon, which is just, I think, better than torpedoes. Lunar sort of sucks because it doesn't share one weapon type. It has Lance and Macro, and they don't share the same upgrades. It's cheaper and has torps, and that's sort of a negative. Gothic has Lance batteries, which... or at least these Lance batteries are just not nearly as good, because you really want your Lances to have higher range than 6,000. And, to be honest, the damage of the macros on the Dominator outclass the Gothic. Dictator is okay, but its Ordnance Bays cost a huge amount of its points. So it's actually more expensive than Nova Cannon by 2. And overall, because it has torps and just macro batteries, it just isn't as good as a ship, I think. And that's talking a bit too much on it. So I'm going to probably go all Dominator for my cruisers. Oh, Nova Cannon. I'm going to want supercharged Void Shields. Because of the Widow's Maker, I don't really need the recon abilities that I'd normally want. At least in player versus player. I don't really have that much of a fear for insubordination. It sucks when it happens, but it's not necessarily a major thing. Void Shield transfer is nice, but also sort of meh. Well, I do think because just removing shield is so important, but then again, just spamming plasma bombs is a time-proven tactic, even though they've been nerfed quite a bit over the game. But I think I'm going to go with plasma bombs because it does destroy shields, and I'll eventually get up to a level where of course, going armor piercing again. Do I have enough renown? Yes, I do. Of course, Master Gunner. I don't really want to add another light cruiser at this time, just because I don't really have the renown to support it. So I had to go to another loading screen to end my turn. But after that, I'll be able to begin immediately. And after the next turn is when I'm going to end this video. Well, I look at the names of these planets or sectors, while Pergus. Okay, in turn.
Our supply lines are being raided by Orc pirates. Several reports indicate that the Greenskins are harassing our forces, keeping them off balance. Admiral Spire, your orders are to escort an important Imperial convoy of equipment and food to Bladen. This world is suffering from the predations of the pirates, and millions will starve if these supplies don't reach their destination.
Millions.
The supply convoy is awaiting the arrival of your fleet to begin its journey. Many Orc attacks have been reported on the trade route along your course. Escort the convoy through the system and defend it against any threat. It is vital that this convoy makes it through to Bladen. You'll be in command of the convoy as it passes through the danger zone. The convoy will be safe from the Orc pirates once it reaches the edge of the system.
I sort of, even though that's a tutorial dialogue, sort of want to listen to it all because full experience of the actual campaign. I don't really like talking through voice actors.
The Orcs plague the whole galaxy from end to end, with their ceaseless warring and strife. They are a warlike, crude, and highly aggressive green-skinned Xenos race, organized in a primitive and brutal society, rooted so deeply in war that peace is utterly incomprehensible to them. Their ships are often ill-kempt, unreliable rust buckets, kept in operation only by the constant effort of Orc mech boys and their Gretchen slaves. Orc pirate attacks are brutally direct, with their ships rushing headlong towards their target, guns firing wildly as they come. They cannot be bargained with or bought, save with weapons that they will inevitably turn against those who try to bribe them. Orcs have a need for speed. Their ships commonly mount a plethora of thrusters, boosters, and extra drives, usually all wired up to a prominent red button in the cockpit. From long experience, have I learned that underestimating the Greenskins is a fast route to the grave.
It is indeed. But we should be perfectly fine. Okay. Go Widow's Makers again.
All ships.
Now, you played the
We
tutorial.
have reached the zone of space where the Orc pirates are known to lurk. Stay alert for any enemy ships.
Acknowledged. My convoy ships are packed to the brim with supplies. If we lose more than half these ships, our mission will fail and Bladen is doomed.
If we split up the transport ships, we have a better chance of getting through the Orc pirate patrols.
Yeah, I don't find that the best strategy against the AI. Yeah, so we have 3 ships. I'll have to do the pre-mission setup. both going to want broadsides for these guys. Tempted to just... I'm probably going to do that manually, because they made also a huge incentive for using emergency repairs when you actually want to on the bigger ships because of crits or sub-crits. But I do think I'm going to turn both of these guys onto aggressive.
Admiral, many enemy ships are converging on the convoy.
These must be the Orc pirates. The Greenskins don't
great.
understand strategy. The Orc ships are likely to close in at short range and rely on their tough front armor.
The Orcs are also eager to fight. These savages will try to board our ships, and they won't hesitate to ram anything in their way.
All ships, prepare for battle.
One Nova Cannon miss. That's unfortunate.
Cruising speed set. Your orders? Enemy ship
Oh,
sighted.
actually going to...
Yes, Admiral. Changing course. Cruising speed set. Helm coordinates acknowledged.
The torpedo actually hit. That's unfortunate.
Thanks for bringing us more loot. We're gonna take all your transports, and then we'll see how your ships fight, human.
This is the last time you attack Imperial ships, Greenskin. Prepare to meet your end.
I've heard that before
I'm
from
going to turn the Nova
humans.
Cannon.
Okay, boys, time to crack these weird Imperial gits and bring me your damn teeth.
Underway.
Your little toy ships are no match for all technology. Wait, why is our ship falling apart?
Brace for impact. Your orders?
Right, sometimes it doesn't do it fast enough.
Orders received. Cruising speed set. All ahead full.
Okay.
Awaiting orders. Engines hot.
Okay.
Ship ready. Execute high energy turn. Course plotted. At your command. Engines hot.
I'm not terribly worried right now. Especially after I got the generators
Firing
destroyed.
new vector.
So I'm going to want to target this guy's engines
At your
now.
command. Damage teams begin repairs now.
Biggest
Yes,
issue is
Admiral.
killing this guy
Course plotted.
before he can actually take out.
Engines to maximum. Helm coordinates acknowledged.
But it looks like this is going to die no matter what, unfortunately, due to the
Orders.
fire crits.
Orders received.
Everything in this part of space belongs to the Orcs.
One of the convoy ships has been destroyed. If we lose any more, the planet we're trying to save is as good as dead.
Understood.
Okay.
Awaiting orders. Ship ready. Cruising speed set. Setting course. All ahead full. Helm coordinates acknowledged. Enemy ship sighted. Lock on target. Orders received. Brace for impact. Course plotted. Your
Yeah.
orders? Engines to maximum.
Okay, didn't get a chain
Understood.
explosion.
At your command. Changing course. Engines hot. Awaiting orders.
I think the Orc fleet is entirely destroyed
Underway.
now. with the exception of this guy. So I'll win by default,
Admiral.
which might have been a good strategy to take.
Engines hot. Damage
I don't
team,
see any
begin
more
repairs
enemy
now.
ships. I think you got them all.
Continue your course through the system to Bladen. We've already spent too much time dealing with these bestial Xenos.
Victory! That wasn't too hard, but I expect the difficulty to amp up quite a bit. Unfortunately, none of my important ships actually got damaged heavily. I lost one transport, but that was more due to the burning fire crit. And of course, the cooldown time on
The
repairs.
supply convoy reached Bladen just in time. The planet is thriving once more, and we seem to have prevented a disaster of immense proportions. In fact, several militia units of volunteers have formed on Bladen to serve the Imperium.
Lord Admiral, what about the heretics?
The planetary defense forces have completely wiped out any heresy, thanks to your help. Well done, Admiral Spire.
Let's see. What's that? Okay, so there is one other mission for this turn before I end it. But I believe I can go to Maw Station and upgrade my ships before I take on that mission. To give myself a better chance at it anyways. That's quite expensive. Well, I probably have nothing else to spend it on. Going with Master Gunner again. Though for this, because as a Nova Cannon, servitors are also very nice. Loading screen. The game. Loading screens increase the chance for me to stroke my beard and mustache. Due to boredom. And oral fixation. Anyways, to Electris. There's no dialogue, there's nothing special. Okay. What is my enemy? Imperial ships, okay. If they're orc ships, I might even pass on it later in the campaign. Don't know if that's good or not, but I believe I can eventually get enough renown to do whatever the hell I want. And this, do I want a Cobra Destroyer? I think Widowmakers is fine. Now the AI has definitely been spacing out their units a lot more than I would in a normal match. I think that's their main weakness. Or one of their main weaknesses. Now you also see every match I actually change my camera rotation if I start at the top, because I just like keeping north and south on the map the same. In this case, I'm thinking I'm just going to just keep Nova Cannons on autocast for the rest of the
Ship ready.
campaign. Okay, it looks like I'm dealing with two big cruisers.
Ship ready. Your orders. Setting course.
Yeah, that's probably just the AI getting a huge point advantage.
Understood.
They could either have like 350 or so, I think, of points. So 50 points more than me. So I'm sort of expecting 2 cruisers, maybe more. Given this speed, actually they might have 3 capital ships. But that also... Yeah, I think this one just started farther. But why did that one just come into view when it wasn't in view before? So I should be worried, and I want to play around this by...
Yes, Admiral.
Okay, that's my Nova Cannon at work.
All ahead full. Changing course.
So I'm willing to let the little escorts get
Cruising
identified.
speed set. At your command.
Okay, so what are
Enemy
my
ship
stats?
sighted.
Okay, that
Awaiting
is a
orders.
Dauntless light cruiser.
Helm
And it is
coordinates
going
acknowledged.
straight into the asteroid
Engines to
field.
maximum. Cruising speed set.
And it is going full on against...
Yes, Admiral. Understood.
Don't really... I still took 2
Damage
corps.
teams, begin repairs now. Resuming normal functions. Awaiting orders. Lock on target. Underway. Reloading. Setting course. Yes, Admiral.
So this is a bit more hectic than that orc
Engines hot.
battle. I'm seeing
Changing
yet
course.
another Dauntless.
Enemy ship sighted.
So 3 Dauntlesses, so
Ship ready.
these points aren't
Course
actually that much
plotted.
higher than mine. Okay. You're a number 2. You're also a 2. You're
Your
number
orders.
1.
Acquiring new vector. Engines hot. Cruising speed set. Helm coordinates acknowledged. Setting course. Execute high energy turn. Cruising speed set. Burn retros. Execute high energy turn.
Okay.
Initiate emergency repairs. At your command.
Okay, we're gonna make both
Underway.
of these guys aggressive. Okay, you're target number
Ship
1.
ready. Changing course. Ship ready. Yes, Admiral. Orders received.
Okay, what weapon did I lose? I lost one of my top turrets.
Acquiring new vector. Understood. Lock on target. Your orders.
Okay, I also lost my lance.
Engines
I'm gonna
hot.
move this ship out of the range now.
Execute high energy turn. Cruising speed set. Awaiting orders. Changing course. Your orders. Orders received.
The AI is
Cruising
now
speed set.
surprisingly good
At your command.
at...
Yes, Admiral. Understood.
I'm gonna need you to move.
Damage teams, begin repairs now. Setting course. Acquiring new vector. Ship ready. Execute high energy turn. Course plotted.
Your orders?
Your orders. Helm coordinates acknowledged.
Okay, I think I have this.
Acquiring new vector. Cruising speed set. Awaiting orders. Underway.
Okay,
Execute
they are
high
both
energy
going to
turn.
be trying to take out my Dauntless.
Helm coordinates acknowledged. Cruising speed set.
Dauntless.
At your command.
Now they're going to be retreating.
Cruising speed set.
Oh yes, and Nova Cannon.
Awaiting orders.
Wonderful. That was a good match, even though it was an AI. I think those were all Dauntless Mark IIs, because I didn't see any Lances, which was probably for my benefit, because the Lances ones would have been much harder to deal with. But that still means that the AI probably got like 330 points compared to my 300. But I destroyed all their ships, and kept all of mine alive. And my Dauntless leveled up, so that's nice. And with that, we're going to go to Maw and just put the point in Master Gunner. I don't think we can do anything else. And then we're going to end the video. And begin the next turn tomorrow, or the day after. It's going to be interesting on how much I actually learn the hotkeys, while actually trying to improve so I can actually beat Heroic without too much difficulty, if that's possible at all. This guy leveled up, but did he get any crew points? Doesn't seem like it. I thought one ship leveled up. Apparently not. Anyways, the Gothic War continues next time.